The Bees and the Beekeeper. The first sting came like a spark in the quiet morning air, sharp, sudden, and shockingly unearned. The beekeeper froze, one gloved hand hovering over the hive, the other steadying the frame he'd lifted with the same care he'd shown every day for years. Then came the roar, a sound not made by mouths but by wings, thousands of them, flooding the space around him with a rising, furious hum that felt like the sky itself was trembling. He stepped back. Easy now. Easy, he murmured, voice muffled by his veil. But the bees weren't listening. To them, the gentle man in the white suit was no caretaker, no guardian, no partner in their survival. In that moment, he was a thief. They burst from the hive in a swirling golden storm, a living cloud, a stinging, seething tempest. The beekeeper stumbled as a dozen stings drilled into his sleeves, then 20, then 50. He shielded his face, breath quickening, heart hammering in his chest. It hadn't always been like this. He remembered cold nights, too cold, when he'd rushed out with blankets to keep the hives warm. He remembered summers when he planted whole fields of flowers just to make their journeys easier. He remembered brushing snow from the entrance so they could breathe, feeding them sugar when winter stretched too long, whispering to them as though they could understand, "I've got you. I'll take care of you." But now, as the bees swarmed, the air thick with anger and instinct, the beekeeper could only retreat. He stumbled across the grass, arms raised, voice strained as he called out, "I'm not your enemy." The bees didn't answer. They only chased. By the time he reached the tree line, the pain had become a pulsing heat across his skin, and the furious cloud finally broke formation, drifting back toward the hive they believed they had defended. Breathing hard, the beekeeper turned to look at them, those tiny warriors he had protected for years, now returning home victorious, unaware of the truth. Unaware that the honey they guarded so fiercely was the very honey he harvested to buy their medicine, to mend their hives, to keep predators away, to ensure they lived another season, another swarm, another spring. He stood there in the shade, chest rising and falling, and whispered with a tired, aching sadness, "How quickly we forget the hands that shelter us." If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.